Leonard Ellerbe says that the reason why Devin Haney and Tank won't happen because there's really no money to make this fight happen. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. So, Leonard Ellerbe says the reason why Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney fight never happened is because there's no money for it. Where, here's my take on the whole situation. Tank Davis, well, Leonard Ellerbe had many opportunities to make Devin Haney and Tank Davis fight. Tank Davis also had a lot of opportunities to fight other opponents, like Regis Prograis. When Regis Prograis found out Rolly Romero in the situation with him, he wanted to step up to fight. They never tried any negotiations. A lot of people wanted to see Gary Russell versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Never happened. That could have been a huge fight. And a lot of people wanted to see a lot of things from Tank Davis in a lot of huge fights, but you guys know how the situation with Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, because they're protecting him from whatever. No slight to Rolly Romero, but really nobody knows who Rolly Romero is. And people also want to see Tank Davis fight Josh Taylor. You know, that's kind of a big jump, but some people believe that Tank Davis could beat Josh Taylor. I don't know about that. But anyway, guys, Leonard Ellerbe says that there's no money for this fight. Okay, well, you have a billionaire within Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather could put a lot of money down for this fight, and Devin Haney gets paid $3 million. I think Tank gets paid around $3 million as well. So both of these guys are the highest paid lightweights. So even if Devin Haney asks for, let's say, like extra $3 million, you know, y'all can still put the money down because Floyd Mayweather is rich. If Floyd Mayweather couldn't pay Devin Haney, if Devin Haney asked for $6 million, that's kind of crazy because you got Floyd Mayweather out here buying millions and millions of dollars of jewelry, and he just recently spent those chains he has. He spent at least $130,000 or more on those chains, those big chains. And to me, I believe those are Hoblock chains. And he could be buying icebox chains as well, because those chains are not cheap. And this man recently spent $18 million on a watch. So you're telling me that you don't have enough money to pay for this fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis? Devin Haney wants to petition for Tank Davis when Rolly Romero, you know, the situation with him. And Little Ellerbe says, nah, that fight is that's too soon. It's not along the training camp for Tank and stuff like that. Well, around the same time, Devin Haney and Tank was in training camp for their fights. And Devin Haney always stays in the gym, always ready to train. And before he fought and made a negotiation with Joe Diaz, Devin Haney was still in training. So there's no excuse why they could not make that fight happen. But you guys know how Floyd Mayweather is. You guys know how Floyd Mayweather is with certain type of fighters for Tank Davis, because they know Devin Haney's style is a bad matchup. And then Little Ellerbe says that, well, we don't know how Tank Davis southpaw is going to match up against Devin Haney. So why are you worried about Tank southpaw matching up with Devin Haney? You just exposed yourself right there. That means you are not confident that Gervonta Tank Davis can beat Devin Haney. I think Gervonta Tank Davis can beat a lot of guys. I think he could beat Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. And the last person to beat Gervonta Tank Davis is Gervonta Tank Davis himself. So I think Gervonta Tank Davis could beat all these guys. But it's not Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't want to fight. He wants to fight these guys. But Floyd Mayweather and Ellerbe are holding him back because they got so much invested in Gervonta Tank Davis. And if Gervonta Tank Davis lose, they could lose a lot of money on the investment. And all the criticism be like, oh, Tank Davis really didn't fought nobody, so he wasn't going to beat the top guys anyway. But you guys know how that is. But the point of the matter is, guys, Leonard Ellerbe says that the reason why they have no money was because they was the fight didn't happen between Devin Haney and Tank because they said there's no money involved. Well, Devin Haney is a star. He's got 1 million, 1.5, 1.6 million on Instagram. Tank Davis got millions. You know, they will do at least 600, maybe even 600,000 pay-per-view buys the most because their names are out there. Devin Haney's fighting the best. He's getting his name out there. He wants to fight the best of the best. Tank, he wants to fight the best of the best, but he keep fighting cab drivers and Uber drivers and Walmart associates. So, with that being said, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.